Welcome to Here We Are Now, a series that looks at what life experiences went into the creation of your favorite art and why we love it. Here's your host, Matt Collette, to uncover the connection between music, movies, and mental health.
Hey, welcome to the first, well, it's not really an episode, but like an introduction to Here We Are Now, music, movies, and mental health. My name is Matt Collette, and right over here is Monique. And we're going to be hearing things about her in a second. But I just wanted to do this like a mission statement of what we're going to be doing starting with next week's show. So I'm nervous. You're not nervous. I'll be nervous for you. I put this off for a long time. Anyway, Here We Are Now is going to be a weekly show. I'll do it every Thursday. And you guys, or me, or my special guest of the week, will pick something, whether it's a movie, or a song, or some kind of fashion, or a book, or a poem, or a pair of shoes. Basically anything that's created by a human being. And we will talk about the life experiences of that human being when they came up with it. And then we'll talk about, I wonder if that was conscious or subconscious. Would that be Freud? Or where are we going?
You know, I have no idea.
She has a degree. Anyway.
Don't check the credentials.
And then we're going to talk about why as a society, as a culture, we all love it so much, or why do we dress up as Batman? You know what I mean? What's going on? And then we'll take phone calls and emails and DMs. What are the other ways people communicate in 2023?
TikTok messages?
No TikTok messages. I'm not doing those dances.
We're not going to do a Here We Are Now TikTok dance?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not. I don't think they'd be interested in that. Anyway, this is going to be very conversational. I can't really fake stuff. That's why I'm so successful. But this is my little studio, and we're in California. So I thought I'd introduce y'all. My name's Matt Collette, and over here is Monique. And I've known her since what damn year?
2009, probably.
2009.
2008, maybe.
Let me break it down for the viewing and listening audience.
Before the 10s, you have known me since I was so small, a little teenager. Where should I start?
I don't know. Like, what did we first do when we first crossed paths?
When we first crossed paths, you really saw something in me to be a drummer. I'm not sure if it was there, but we tried. We did well. You taught me how to play. I played for a while, and I met a lot of really wonderful people and got to do a lot of really exciting things. Lots of summer camps.
Exciting, that's an adjective. There are other adjectives. So, folks, I ran like a music studio, blah, blah, started in 2003 until 2000 something, 15, 14. And it was called Hollywood Rock Academy. But then we were doing so much besides rock, from theater to hip hop to crazy movies that you'll see some of, that we changed it to HRA Studios because all the kids called it HRA. And then at the end, it became Imagine Music and Arts Partnership. And now it's gone completely because I'm doing this. But yeah, Monique came in and got her to play drums and get you playing concerts. But the reason she's here is I'll be having mental health professionals on the show. I'll be having former students. I'll be having creatives. Hopefully, like, hey, we're going to talk about E.T. with Steven Spielberg. I could use his phone number if anybody has it. It's probably 310 something. But this individual checks off two amazing boxes where she was a member and is a member of the everlasting HRA family and is now a licensed, credentialed, degreed mental health
I don't know if we'd
professional.
say licensed yet.
Oh,
Credentialed is something. Professional we'll use loosely. But I am a marriage and family therapist, a clinician. Deep sigh after clinician. In a community mental health agency in the Los Angeles Department of Mental Health. I am a civil servant, truly.
and where'd you go to college?
Undergrad or graduate school?
The whole thing.
I went to UC Davis for undergrad, and then I went to Cal State Northridge for grad school, and I've been at the same agency for 4 years, 4 long years, and we're here. We're doing mental health things. I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to help.
And it's kind of a crazy time to get started with the pandemic and
Yeah,
everything else. There's a lot of everything else.
It was really, an interesting time to be a mental health person during a pandemic where everybody's mental health was kind of on the brink. All of us who were serving people were also in the crisis. So, glad to be here in 2023 and hanging on.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a superstar, and you can imagine my pride at seeing one of my babies go on in the midst of, and I can edit this out, some personal loss at the same time. Just amazing seeing such a resilient, powerful young Black woman just getting it done without really much help or just perseverance. So I love you, and I think it's amazing.
I love you too. You were really there with me through all of this, and we're doing it for Black History Month. Honestly, perfect timing.
It is. We're gonna watch Black Panther 2 after this.
Hi.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna rip our hearts out. It's on Disney Plus now, so
Can we even? Can
they
we
got
say
my
that?
money. Might as well watch it. Maybe we'll watch it. I'm not gonna be doing sequels or remakes or prequels or reboots or side quills or whatever.
Right.
Only original pieces of art. And we'll never run out of things. So anyway,
I feel like we should focus on you now. You gave me my little moment. I think this is your moment now.
Oh yeah. Okay, what do you got?
Well, where should we start? How did you get into this? All of it.
I am from Millbury, Massachusetts, which is a suburb of Worcester, Massachusetts, which is the second largest city in all of New England. It's not really happy-go-lucky, or at least it wasn't then. And I do not come from money. Apparently, I'm not going towards money either. I'm not presently in money. There is no money, is what I'm saying, folks. But I needed to be around music and art. We had the Higgins Armory in Worcester, which was awesome. We had a great museum. My aunt ran a single-screen movie theater with her husband. So I saw the same movie twice on Fridays, twice on Saturdays, then on Sunday, and during the week. And I just fell in love with all of this, and it gave me a way to, at first, have an armor when it comes to trauma or what have you, and then it gave me sort of a way to beat the dragons, which is just the language of creativity. I'm never bored because my brain doesn't stop, which is a problem in itself. I understand the creative process. I don't know. What was the question?
How did we get here? Which I think that was good. You really started your origin story.
Yeah.
So something I did want to ask you that I'm really curious about is your use of the word creative as a noun. And I'm interested in this. What does it mean? What does that look like?
Well, okay. Let's use this mason jar that you have right here.
With my lipstick on the straw.
Somebody chose to put, like, what are those, cherries and the grapes and that design around there. And one of the reasons I never get bored is I could sit here for 2 hours looking at that mason jar and wondering why they chose that aesthetic. Why are there that many leaves on the wreath or whatever? And that's true with everything around us, everything that we absorb or wear, but I just think we're not aware of it. And right now, what makes me a little nervous is Skynet is taking over. That's a Terminator reference. That was a movie and some sequels. Okay. Like the AI art generator. Oh, well, that's not a human being. The AI text, right? That'll write like a Charles Dickens novel. That's not a human being. And taking Harrison Ford's face and making him 30 years old for a new Indiana Jones. That's not a human being. So I'm very focused on being a human being with faults and joy and bad times and whatever. And that's what goes into art. And I think that's why people gravitate towards it. And that's why it goes on and it perseveres. So I just want to get to the human being, the individual, the thing made of organic matter that created, be it a mason jar or the Velveteen Rabbit or, let it be, Yeah. Because that's what I was doing at HRA and all of that, creating original music. Monique was involved in a lot of original music. We recorded hundreds of songs, and then I would go to like Children's Hospital or work with outreach and work with, say, stage 4 cancer patients that might be 7 years old, 8 years old. And that sounds heavy, but usually it was very sweet because it was so goal-oriented and just creative. And if this kid wanted to write a song about dinosaurs or a punk rock song about dealing with death, and I'm 7, and what is this? That's what we recorded. And whether those kids, and I worked with adults too, whether they survived or not, I had a piece of art that I still have, and that I hope brought some, some form of positive memories to the families, and it certainly has helped me. And it's the same with all of the music that they recorded. And you probably remember working with some kids like that. So I tried to just keep it all in the petri dish. So very human. I'm into humans being human. Is that me?
I think so.
Very unprofessional. And folks, I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a influencer. If I've influenced you in any way so far, please look in the mirror and take a good look at.
You may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah. So this is just a little introduction to what I hope to be doing. Did I introduce anything? Did we explain anything?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely did. Sounds like a lot of the mental health work that you were doing with young people and adults in your own way, really getting to the core of what mental health is, being able to express ourselves and understand and make meaning of our experiences. And so it's like a transition from working with all us little ones and kind of taking that, our little seedlings, and now we're a forest and a tree.
I can't define. I think it's hard to define what my job was. It didn't feel like a job, but I am not. I repeat, I am not a licensed or a credentialed mental health worker. I am not a therapist. Furthermore, I don't want that.
Right.
For those people that do that, and I've worked with a lot of them. That's great. I know it's not for me.
Right.
Because the way that I do things, they don't teach a class for it.
Mm-mm.
And I won't even know how to teach people how to do it. Just my antennas are strong, and my antennas are so strong that I think it has driven a lot of people like me to drug and alcohol issues, severe mental health issues, because you're just receiving all this emotional energy, and there's a lot of emotional energy. So I've decided instead to kind of go towards it and help people when I can, because I can sense it. Now, with that said, as I hear myself, I'm not like a new age guru hippie. We don't have any patchouli in here. I don't have any essential oils. I am from Worcester, Massachusetts. Meat and potatoes. I'm not a vegan. I know pot roast is bad for me. We just had some.
It was
delicious. But with all that said, for whatever reason, I've been given this, which sometimes is a gift and sometimes is really not, because you can't turn it off.
Right.
But I've worked at dozens and dozens of organizations and programs. I've been in prisons. I've been working in tents on Skid Row in Los Angeles, which is pretty serious business. When COVID hit, I was the only person going into the homes and the residentials, and it was rough, but I was grateful for my experience and my age, and I was grateful for these antennas because they came in handy. But now I'm a little older. I'm a lot older. And I have a 2-year-old son, and with everything going on and all the challenges, I want, with whatever is going to happen, whether it's the Chinese weather balloon or whatever it's going to be, I want my son to know that Dad tried. Like, nobody was really sure what to do, and Dad just, like, does weird artsy-fartsy stuff. But he tried. He really tried, and that's all we can do. We're only in charge of our reactions to what's going on. Right. And there's a lot of unhealthy reactions going on right now. So I think that getting in touch with the human side of the creative stuff that we're absorbing, and I mean anything, music, movies, professional wrestling, it doesn't matter. Like, it's wide open. I want to help you to learn about the human beings that created this amazing stuff that makes it easier for us to live our lives. And then maybe get you to a place where you can also create stuff, or maybe just really want to do the dishes, or really want to go find a better job or be better to your family. And, that's just creating a new environment and creating a new reaction to these things that might be dragging you down. And that's really what art is. And while I'm saying that, let's look at what the definition of art is. Art, the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Emotional power. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to do this every week. The shows will start with a little documentary that I'll make about that week's subject, and I have to make movies quick. Like, I'm in lockdown psychiatric units I've seen stuff. My hair, I look like Bob's Big Boy. Or
Here we go.
like I have a falafel truck.
No falafel truck.
Okay.
I would eat at your falafel truck, though.
Okay. Oh, I like falafels.
You answered all the questions that I was going to ask you.
Yeah?
Because I was going to ask you what you want folks to take away from this when they listen, and you named a lot of things. I also was going to ask you what folks have in store for them participating in this.
Well, I would like, I have some notes. Y'all to, I'm not from the South. Why did I say y'all?
Because it's gender inclusive.
Okay. We have a website, and it is www.hwanow.com, which is hwanow.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have a phone number, 424-488-6087. I'll put it at the thing. Mm-hmm. 424-488-6087. I have a new email, which I'll put here. Here we are now show at gmail.com. All that stuff. So you can send me things that you want to talk about. If you want to be on the show, let me know and we'll talk. And, you know, if it works out, you could be on the show. If you have a problem and you like some advice, a reminder that I am not a licensed, credentialed mental health therapist. Neither was Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not Austrian, and I don't smoke a pipe. And I have my hair. But I would like to help. And using the things that I've been using all these years. I want to keep doing the thing that I've been doing, the thing that I know I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. I'm lucky that I got hit in 2003 with like, this is what you're going to do. This is why you taught yourself all these instruments. This. So I'm just trying to continue to do this so that my son will be proud of me and that I can have that self-respect for myself. I no longer want to work in the greater mental health do a quick Google search, guys,
right,
on mental health corporation.
What do you call that? The mental
I don't
health
want to get anyone to lose their
complex.
A lot of them are also in with the same people that make private prisons, but I don't know about that. Anyway,
that's for a different episode, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, this is what I want to do. So I'm hoping that you guys come aboard. Wow, 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And hwanow.com. The number I gave you. My name is Matt Collette. This is Monique. This was a Shirley Temple. Really?
Yeah.
I love Shirley Temples. A lot of sugar. This is a special treat for tonight. But I'm very excited and I'm nervous, and I hope you come along for the ride. Next week, I will be doing... Well, should I tell him what the show's going to be?
No.
Okay. One of the reasons I started doing this, he's also a therapist. He will be doing the show with me about something that he left his practice for.
Ooh.
And I'll be going to Redlands, California.
Oh.
We're going to be on tour next week for next week's show.
That's exciting.
So everybody, say thank you to Monique.
I'm clapping for myself.
And
thank you to Matt.
Again, thank you for coming aboard. And I guess that's it. How do you sign off? Do I need like a sign off? Hey, bada, what's...
No.
Do I need a thing?
We're just going to say thank you, and we're going to see you next week.
Thank you, and I'll see you next week.